AJ, what have you learned over the past few months? Obviously, I saw you went back to the motherland for a bit. You've been out in the Middle East. You know, what have these last few months learned knowledge-wise?
Boxing's a blessing. Like, as you said, it's taking me around the world. I didn't really have much going on before, if I'm honest. So, you know, these two hands have taken me around the world. As you said, took me to Nigeria, took me to Dubai, took me to Saudi. That's what I've learned about how much a blessing my industry is and my job is. And you know, that's why I try to spend time with people like yourself. Why I try to spend time with people like the fans, because I don't take it for granted, basically.
And last couple of things, I don't want to keep for too long. Obviously, you've got a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, I really respect like the things you've been doing with the ASICs change. Like, is it hard to kind of stay focused with all these things going on? And you've got people telling you fight this person, but you've got business meetings here and there.
Yeah.
How do you stay focused then?
I'm just gonna stop it all.
Stop what all? Like
Everything.
just kind of go off into the sun. Go off into the sun.
Not fighting, but stop all my other. I have a lot of ideas that I put into action. I'm not just an ideas man. I call people engineers and architects. Some people are architect-minded, where they can draw a plan, but I know how to engineer plans, and sometimes that's my downfall because I'm an executor. But if I use all my energy in fighting, that's how you become champion. But I've just spread myself a bit thin. So yeah, it's a lot going on behind the scenes. I'm just gonna slim it down and just put all my energy into this fight game, bro. But at the same time, as I advise any fighter out there, is prepare for life after sports as well, because sports ain't promised. Sports is a short window, so I've always prepared for after, so I'm fully well set for what I'm doing after, but at the same time it has an effect on what you're doing as a fighter. In the sense, when you're fighting, you put all your heart and soul into it, you become champ, but when it's all done, it's like you've left a massive void in your life because you didn't plan for after. So in a weird way, it's like you achieve so much while you're competing, but then when you walk out that door of the glory, the glitz and the glam, there's a big void. What I've tried to do is have one foot in, one foot out. But I've done well in both industries, you know, and that's the art of a true hustler, and that's the 25-8 mindset.
But Bivol, did you agree with the scorecards?
I'll be real, I was caught up in an in-depth conversation, future planning and so on. So I can't tell you exactly what the scorecards were, what it looked like at the fight, because I wasn't fully locked in. But the score's the score, innit? You can't reverse time. What did you make of it? You tell me.
It was close, but yeah, I'm not going to argue with anything. That it was very close. But yeah,
like the first one.
Yeah.
Did you want to see a trilogy?
I don't know if we need to, but I'll definitely watch it. Would you watch it? I'll definitely watch it. Do you know what? They're both very elite fighters, because what makes them so unique is that they're so different in terms of their game plans, their strengths, their weaknesses. They're so different, but they gel so well. Do you know what I mean? Because you're expecting one thing from Arta. Bivol's like slick and showing us what boxing IQ looks like. Then you've got a rugged, tough, strong man in Arta Bertabiev, and they just gel really well.
Anthony Joseph Parker was insistent to me tonight. He's beaten now Wilder, Zhang, Bakole.
Wilder.
He needs a world title shot.
He was supposed to get it tonight, and he will get it, 100%. And I'm rooting for him to become two-time champion of the world. It's not an easy feat. It's one thing. Like he was there. He was on the door of it today. In terms of with the Dubois fight, but it shows you how tough it is. It ain't just like how good are you. It's the stars have got to align. Just to get that champion in the ring takes a bit of like luck as well. So I'm sure his time will come.
You've boxed both Dubois and Parker. How much of a top chance does he have against Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker?
Great chance. He's a phenomenal fighter. So is Dubois. Great chance. Dubois has shown in his last few. Well, what I was going to say basically is, I feel like Dubois had to show a little bit more with his fight with Hrgovic. He had to dig deep. His fight with Miller, he's had to dig deep. His fight with me, kind of like, it's like he announced himself as the heavyweight slayer, as he called himself. So what I'm trying to say is that Dubois, for me, he's just edging it because look at Parker Day. He's gone in there and knocked out Bakole. And if it gets tough, I want to see. I've seen it from Dubois. He's managed to come through against Baby Miller and Hrgovic. And with Parker, he's gone in there and just blasted out Bakole. So it would have been nice to see a bit more, to see what his engine's like in the later rounds and how much grit he's got. But he went in there and done what we all want as heavyweights, and he knocked him out. So for me, from what I've seen, I'm going to go with with Dubois, due to the fact I've seen a little bit more grit and he's had to dig a little bit deeper. And why I say that is because I think the fight's going to be a 50-50 fight between the two. And let's see what happens next.
I was speaking to Naz and KD, and they were talking about your rounds with Ajit Caballero. Obviously not telling me too much. Yeah.
We've got all the footage,
win
man.
over Zhang tonight.
Oh yeah. So someone like Ajit Caballero. So why I put him up there is because, like, for example, his fight with what's the Russian guy's name? Makhmudov.
Sanchez.
Then you've got Sanchez. Then you've got Zhang. There was a little bit more to see, so you can kind of assess how he would. I can assess a bit more how he would fare against someone like Dubois, where Parker was just like, whoa, boom. If that's what Parker's doing right now, I've got to favour Parker, but I think it's such a 50-50 fight. I don't think he'll do that to someone like Dubois. So yeah, I think Dubois will edge it, but Parker looked good. Ajit Caballero looked amazing as well. Once again, working them body shots. And when I spar Ajit Caballero, he reminds me, what I see tonight is exactly what he does in the gym. Great body puncher, but we look at it just from a body perspective, but Ajit works the head and body, and you just don't know where it's coming from. He doesn't put power in every shot. He touches. So in a sense, like, it's like a touch, heavy, touch, heavy, and just constantly breaking you down over a period of time. He's not just a bruiser, he's actually a thinking fighter as well, so he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Thank you for your time, AJ. I really appreciate it.
Boy.